scrap piece of paper, I want you to take your pencil on your scrap paper, and I want you to write some things for me, okay? So this is like, you know, like a cheat sheet, kind of, okay? It's notes for you to have. So I want you to write the number 10, and then we're going to make a little 3 right up there. Okay, now, I want you to come off to the side of this, and I want you to draw an arrow like this. And that 3 is actually called an exponent. So I want you to write that on your notes. Exponent. Then I want you to take another arrow, point it at that 3, and I want you to come down here like this. And I want you to write number, and I'm using the hashtag sign, but do y'all know that also means number?
Yes.
Okay, I'm old, so I don't call it hashtag, I call it number. Number of zeros. And that's what I want you to put, just like this. So this should be on your scrap paper. What's on my board should be on your paper. Okay. Now after you get that written, I just want you to put your pencils down, and let's talk through some things real quick, okay, after you get that written. Okay, now, let's look at this number right here. This is kind of a funny looking thing, and you might not have ever seen anything like this before, but you've never been in middle school before, so you're learning all kinds of stuff. So, first off, I want you to look at this number. How would you say that number? 103. This is not the same as this. Look at the size of that 3. It's little, for one thing, and it's kind of up top, right? This is just like a normal number. So these are 2 different things. So today, when you're writing exponents, and you're going to be writing them some today, you better make sure that when you write the exponent, which is that right there, that's why we wrote exponent out beside it, that you make it little and kind of up top, okay? Don't even make it like this. Watch, this is what not to do. That's smaller, but that still kind of looks like 103, okay? And we're not going to write it like that, okay? Got it? Say got it.
Got it.
Okay, so now you know that the number up there is called an exponent. Now let's talk about how we say it. So, Kaylee, look at me. You would say 10 to the 3rd power. Everybody say 10 to the 3rd power. Hold on. Hold on. I'm still here. I had to tell the computer I'm still here. Say it again. 10 to the 3rd power. What if it said this? 10 to the 6th power. What if it said this? 10 to the 1st power. Don't say 1 power. Say 1st power. 10 to the 1st power. Good job. Okay. So not only is that the exponent, that number right there is going to tell you the number of zeros in our answer, okay? And that's going to really come in handy. So for instance, we're going to skip 1 and 2 and come back to it. If we're on number 3 and you see 10 to the 1st power like that, I told you that that exponent tells you the number of zeros. So how many zeros is going to be on our answer here? Just say it. 1. So right here on number 3, you're going to have a 1 with 1 0. Write that. So what do you think? 10 to the 2nd power. How many zeros are going to be in this answer? 2. So put a 1 with 2 zeros. Okay, who's asking that? Okay, we're on number 3. Are you on page 7 and 8? Are you on page 7 and 8 like we talked about?
Yes.
Okay, then we're on number 3. 10 to the 3rd power. How many zeros are going to be in our answer? 3. So a 1 with 1, 2, 3 zeros. What's our answer there?
1,000.
And next, 10 to the 4th power is going to be a 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Now let's talk about where the comma goes. Okay, so you're going to start at the very end. Are you watching? All eyes up here. You're going to start at the very end, and you're going to say 1, 2, 3, comma, right there. So what's your answer there? 10,000. Okay. So now let's go back to number 1, now that we've done some of this. Number 1, why are there 3 zeros in the product of 6 times 10 to the 3rd power? First off, let's underline this word product. That's like a key vocabulary word. Underline that word. Underline the word product. Okay, and on your notes, on your scrap paper, I want you to come over and I want you to write the word product. On your notes. The product is an answer to a, what kind of problem? Who knows?
Multiplication.
Good. An answer to a multiplication problem. Who said that, Bella?
Me.
Good. Good job.
I remembered.
Good.
Also because I have a Chromebook at my aunt's house. And I've done it.
Okay, that's what needs to be on your scrap paper. Product is an answer to a multiplication problem. Okay, Aiden Jones, did you write that? Austin, did you write that? That's supposed to be on your scrap paper. These are notes. That's important. Product is answer to a multiplication problem. So let's go back to number 1. Here's the question. Why are there 3 zeros in the product of, what does this say? 6 times 10 to the 3rd power. Let's say that again. Help me. 6 times 10 to the 3rd power. Why would there be 3 zeros in that answer? We don't even have to know the answer to know that there's 3 zeros. Braxton? Or no, Logan?
Because there's a third, 3.
Okay, what do we call that number? Look at your notes. What did we call that number? No, look at your notes. Exponents. Because the exponent is 3. Good, Logan. There's your answer. Because the exponent was a 3. That's how we knew there were going to be 3 zeros in it. Whatever exponent that is tells you how many zeros are going to be in your answer.
This is fun.
Math rocks, doesn't it? Number 2, here we go. Susan said that, say this number with me, 10 to the 5th power is 50. Let's just stop right there. That can't be right. Because what does that tell us right there? How many zeros? Are there 5 zeros right there?
No.
So what mistake did Susan make?
Not enough zeros.
She didn't put 5 zeros. There's your first answer. She didn't put 5 zeros. Write that. Gavin, write that. She didn't put 5 zeros. That's your first answer. She didn't put 5 zeros. The exponent's 5. We gotta have 5 zeros in the answer. She didn't put 5 zeros. Now look, we've got another question. There's 2 question marks, so we're not done. The next one says, what is this word right here say? Correct answer. It would be a 1 with how many zeros? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after you get that written, start at the back and go 1, 2, 3, comma. So what number is that, class?
100,000.
100,000. Good.
And then if it was 6 zeros,
It would be what?
a million.
Yeah, a million. Okay, now let's look at number 4. It's going to get a little harder. Okay? What?
Can we only do this with 10s?
Right, we're with 10s. Everything is 10s today.
We can only do with 10s. We can't do with 1s.
No. You can. You can have a number like 6 to the 6th power, but that's a whole different thing. We're only talking about 10s today. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, yeah. Plus, it's going to be easier for us to do it in our head because it's just adding zeros. Okay, so they're starting us out easy. So on number 4, 7 times 10 to the 1st power. Well, let's look up here on number 3. What did we say 10 to the 1st power was? 10. So if we multiply 10 times 7, what's our answer going to be? 70. Okay, please don't work ahead. Let's do this all together, okay? Next, Kaylee. 7 times 10 to the second power. Look up here, Kaylee. What did we say 10 to the second power was?
100.
And if we multiply that times 7, what's our answer going to be?
700.
700. Good job, Kaylee. Aiden Jones. 7 times 10 to the third power. Let's look up here. What do we call 10 to the third power, Aiden?
1,000.
And if you multiply that times 7, what's your answer going to be?
30,000.
Good job.
This is fun.
And Peyton, what did we say 10 to the fourth power was up here?
10,000.
And if you multiply that times 7, what are you going to get?
70,000.
Good job. 70,000. That would be 4 zeros on the end because it was 10 to the fourth power. You think you're catching on?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Number 5. 3 times 10 to the first power. Let's start with you, Nora. What would 10 to the first power be? It would be a 1 with how many zeros? 1. So just that part's 10. And if you multiply that times 3, Nora, 30. Desiree, what's 10 to the second power?
100.
And if you multiply 100 times 3, Desiree, what are you going to get?
30.
Okay, now hold on. If it's 30, how many zeros is that? 1. But what does this tell us? There's going to be 2 zeros right here. So can the answer be 30? What does the answer have to be? 300. Good job. Bella, 3 times 10 to the third power. What's just this, Bella? What's 10 to the third power?
1,000.
1,000 times 3 is going to get you
3,000.
3,000. Good job. Austin, what about 10 to the fourth power? It would be a 1 with 4 zeros. What's a 1 with 4 zeros, Austin? It's okay if you need to write it down. What's a 1 with 4 zeros? Write on your scrap paper, a 1 with 4 zeros. What'd you get? A 1 with 4 zeros? Right here. A 1 with 4 zeros. What number is this? Times 3 is going to be how much?
30,000.
30,000. There you go. Okay. Now number 6 has no exponents. It's just old-fashioned math. So let's see who knows their multiplication. Let's see, Logan, 2 times 10.
20.
Good job. Kendall, what's 2 times 100?
200.
Yep, 200. Ava, what's 2 times 1,000? 2,000. And Aiden McNeil, what's 2 times 10,000?
20,000.
20,000. Okay, now we are back to having some exponents. So on number 7, 9 times 10 to the first power. I want to see everybody's eyes real quick. Don't work ahead. Work with me. 10 to the first power is going to be a 1 with how many zeros? 1. So a 1 with 1 0 is what? 10. And when you multiply that times 9, what do you get? 90. There's your answer. I just turned my 1 into a 9. Colleen, what about 10 to the second power? That would be a 1 with how many zeros? 2 zeros. But you multiply 100 times 9, what are you going to get? 900. I did it again. Nora, what's 10 to the third power? It would be a 1 with 3 zeros. 1,000. And multiply that times 9, what do you get? 9,000. Shelby, what about a 10 to the fourth power? It would be a 1 with how many zeros?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. What number is that, Shelby?
9,000.
What number is this? 10 to the 4th power is what?
1,000.
That's not 1,000. A little bit bigger.
1.
Look, this is 1,000. See that? How that only has 3 zeros? This has 4 zeros.
1 million?
No, not quite that big. Class, what is this?
10,000.
Times 9 is 90,000. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to give you like, I don't know, 5 or so minutes to do from 8 down to 16, and then we're going to go over it in a minute, okay? Go. Do 8 to 16, and then we'll go over it. Make sure you have the right amount of zeros. When you get finished, your pencil will be down and your eyes will be on me. That's how I know you're finished, but I'm in no hurry. Take your time.
Oh, first do 16?
Yeah,
Oh.
try to do it. Yeah, do everything on the front. And we're gonna do the back tomorrow.
Last week, my foster brother said that I didn't know, what's it called? Exponent.
But you do. You can tell me you know it now.
I already knew how to do exponents and stuff from some eSpark app they gave us last year when we had to go virtual learning.
Oh, you did.
I tried it out and it's actually really fun.
Okay, about 2 more minutes and then we're gonna talk through it. You're gonna make sure you got the right answers. Okay, if you're not finished, that's okay. Okay, we're gonna work through some of it together, okay? Austin, can you put your water bottle to the side, please? Thank you. Why don't you go ahead and put your lid on it? Okay, here we go. On number 8, okay, all eyes up here. If I see 10 to the 4th power, I know that my answer has to at least have 4 zeros. Don't y'all agree?
Yes.
So on top of that 10 to the 4th power, I want you to write this in little bitty letter numbers. I want you to write a 1 with 4 zeros right there. Everybody do that real quick.
Right there.
Uh-huh. just little, on top of your 10 to the 4th power. I want you to write a 1 with 4 zeros. And what number does that give me? 10,000. And if I multiply 10,000 times 8, what do I get? 80,000. I hope this was your answer. Did you get that as an answer? Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Good job. Okay. Now we're on number 9. 4 times 1,000. How would we write this? Hey, let's go backwards. If that's got 3 zeros, then how would we write that like an exponent? That would be 10 to the what power? 3rd. Good job. Write that on top. Golly, y'all are smart. 10 to the 3rd power. 10 to the 3rd power times 4. What would 1,000 times 4 be? 4,000. There we go. 10 to the 2nd power. I know in my mind, and I want you to write this, would be a 1 with 2 zeros. Write that. A 1 with 2 zeros. What's that number? That's easy. 100. What's 100 times 5? 500. There you go. It's so easy. Y'all are so smart. 10,000 times 6 would be 60,000. 10 to the 1st power. That seems like that would be hard, but it would just be a 1 with, whoa. A 4. I'm just talking, yeah, it'd be a 1 with 1 0, which is what? It's not 40 yet. It's 10. What's 10? Austin, please don't. What's 10 times 4? 40. Y'all are jumping to the answer too quick, okay? 100 times 9 would be 900. Peyton, what about 10 to the 3rd power? It'd be a 1 with 3 zeros. Peyton, what's a 1 with 3 zeros? Sometimes we have to write it out, don't we? Yeah. Do you see what she did? She wrote it out. That's perfectly fine. I have to do that too. So class, what's 1,000 times 6?
6,000.
Good job. What's 10 to the 5th power? Everybody, write a 1 with 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Austin, write that. And then start at the back and say 1, 2, 3, comma. So what big number did I get right here? 100,000. I wish I had that much money, huh? 100,000 times 8 is going to be 800,000. Don't y'all wish that was in money?
Yes.
Oh, that would be so awesome, wouldn't it?
Multiplication you do, you get that amount of money.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, last.
Yes.
Let's see if y'all got the right answer on this. Write 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 with an exponent. How many 10s do I have here? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch, here's how you write that with the exponent. 10 to the 6th power. Did anybody get that? You did now. Okay, write your right answer. 10 to the 6th power.
I didn't even write it down.
You didn't? Now you know. Make sure your 6 is small and up top, okay? Don't make it big like the other numbers. Okay, we are going to do the backside tomorrow, so listen for instructions. I want you to put this in your red folder. It doesn't get clipped with the other stuff. It just goes in the side of the red folder, okay?